Welcome to the Respectful Divorce Podcast. If you are considering a divorce, it is important to know that you have options for how you divorce. On the Respectful Divorce Podcast, we explore those options and provide advice from divorce professionals. We will also talk with divorce clients about what went right and what went wrong in their divorce.
Divorce with Respect Week is October 30th through November 5th in California. You can talk one-on-one with divorce professionals, including divorce counselors or coaches, divorce financial specialists, and divorce attorneys. There's no charge for this opportunity. Go to divorcewithrespectweek.com to get more information and schedule an appointment with a divorce professional, or click on the link in the show notes.
On today's edition of the Respectful Divorce Podcast, we are talking with Karlyn Henry, a certified divorce financial analyst with Divorce Capital Planning, LLC. She is a member of the collaborative practice Silicon Valley Group. Now here's our host, Tim Crouch, with today's podcast.
We're talking today with Karlyn Henry, a CDFA with Divorce Capital Planning, where she's a senior associate and a divorce financial strategist. Welcome, Karlyn.
Thanks, Tim. Glad to be here.
So we're talking today about collaborative divorce. And so the first question we often ask is, so what led you to become involved in this as a financial planner in this process?
So I went to college for finance, and graduated with knowing I want to do something in finance, but had no idea what to do. So my grandmother, Nancy Ross, who is actually part of the collaborative, is one of the founders of the team approach in collaborative practice, introduced me to my current boss at Divorce Capital Planning. And it kind of just fell into my lap. And sure enough, now I'm a financial planner that specializes in divorce.
So is there some part of divorce that particularly appeals to you as to why that's where you ended up? Because it can be a rough time for a lot of people.
Yeah, I knew that I didn't really want to be in wealth management and that side of the finance. I like the financial planning piece and having the ability to work with families and help them come up with a financial plan in a creative way to split their assets that works for the family. I love that creativity about the whole divorce process and what we can bring to that.
So as a financial neutral in the collaborative process, how do you do that? How do you go about that process?
So that's one thing that I think it's really important and helpful to have in this process is the task allocation. Each professional handles what they're best at. So the financial piece is going to help with the information gathering all the financial documents. We give our clients a long laundry list of things that they'll need to collect. And so we help them gather all those and then prepare these initial financial schedules, which are the basis for the financial settlement talks in this process.
And do you advise people about what to do, or do you create options? What do you do with that?
So one of the first things we talk about with both the clients are their goals and interests for this process from a financial aspect. And then from there, we'll run different models. We'll look at these different scenarios and financial options, whether it's from a cash flow perspective or more of a long-term looking perspective, and give the clients the information they need to help make these financial decisions for the divorce.
So ultimately, it's their decision, and it's not something that you tell them they have to do.
Exactly. And that's what our job is, to provide the information. And with the collaborative process, the clients get to make the decision. They don't have a judge deciding for them.
And from people I've talked to through the years, when the client makes the decision and owns the decision, it's a better divorce settlement than when someone else forces something on you. Would that be accurate?
Oh, absolutely. One thing about collaborative in general is we look at it at a high level. We say it's more of a win-win type model versus which both parties, if they make their decisions, they're more likely to keep them. They're they're happier with them. Now, if you're going down the litigation route and a judge decides for you, well, that's more of like a win-lose scenario, possibly even a lose-lose scenario if both parties aren't happy with what they're told to do. So in this model with collaborative, yes, each party will probably have to give a little to get a little, but the ultimate goal is that there's going to be a win-win model and scenario for both of them.
And one of the advantages I've heard with the collaborative divorce process is that you will create some different kinds of post-divorce budgets for both parties that kind of give them a picture of what their life might look like after the divorce is over.
Yeah, and that's kind of the beauty of looking at the cash flow models is we can look at the budgets for both parties, look at what income will be for both of them, and figure out a way to share income between the parties so they're both okay. And they're post-divorce, they're going to be, one person's not going to be, say, house rich, cash poor, and they're both going to be on like a somewhat of a level playing field when it comes to sharing income and with their expenses as well.
So coming up here at the end of October and the first week in November is Divorce with Respect Week, where people can get a free divorce consultation with someone like you, a financial professional or a mental health professional, a divorce coach, or with an attorney. If someone is exploring those kinds of initial questions they might have in a divorce, if they were to talk with you, what should they expect in that free consultation?
So process overview and figure out kind of what process would work best for the parties. And then, maybe if there's any specific or any high level questions about finances and divorce, and, if there is a way to talk about meet goals and kind of what works best, giving them just a high level of what I can offer as a financial and, with a high level overview of their financial situation, just certain areas that, maybe we could take a little dive deeper if we were to work together.
Yeah. And so that information is power. And this is that opportunity to get some information to understand how the process is going to work.
Absolutely. Yeah. And what they can expect from me as a financial in this process, and, how it makes the divorce process easier as a whole with having different professionals do what they're good at, right? Task allocation, I think, is key with all this. You don't want your attorney telling you how to spend your money, right? No, just kidding. Or your mental health professional telling you legal advice, right? So, or your financial person giving you mental health advice. So the task allocation is, important.
We've been talking with Karlyn Henry, who is a certified divorce financial analyst. If someone wants to sign up for a free consultation, they should go to divorcewithrespectweek.com.
Yep, go there. You can search by location, and then you can also search by profession. So decide if you want to meet with an attorney first, a mental health professional, a financial professional, and sign up there. And everyone listed on there is giving a free 30-minute consultation for Divorce with Respect Week.
All right. I've been talking with Karlyn Henry. And Karlyn, your website, for anyone who wants to get a little more information about you, where should they go?
You can find me on www.divorcecapitalplanning.com.
Karlyn, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much. It's been fun.
Thanks for joining us for the Respectful Divorce podcast. Remember that October 30th through November 5th is Divorce with Respect Week in California. You can schedule an appointment with a divorce professional by going to www.divorcewithrespectweek.com or by clicking on the link in the show notes.